What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we've got big, and I mean big, Disney Lorcana news to share with you. We've just had the live stream, the Lorecast finish, but the good news is, the lovely folks at Disney Lorcana, they gave me a little bit of a preview, and that means I can show you all of the news right now, which I think is pretty gosh darned exciting. So let's start off with what is the main body of news we were shown today, and that is Whispers in the Well. Now, of course, we know that Whispers in the Well is coming. This set wasn't revealed today. It's just, we've finally got a lot of information about it, and that is absolutely wonderful. Now, of course, this is releasing in full on November the 14th, and we have a pre-release on November the 7th. And let's just get straight in with some new cards like Gaston Frightful Bully, who is, of course, a Whisper. Whispers in the Well are not fully formed glimmers, hence the artwork where they don't have their full form. Gaston, of course, is an epic card. Yes, epic cards are back in Whispers of the Well. Now here we've got a 2-cost uninkable free that quests for 1, with a new keyword skill boost. Now this is Boost 2, which means that once during a turn you can pay 2 ink to put the top card of your deck face down under this character. And then when it quests, if there's a card under him, chosen opposing character cannot challenge and must quest if able during their next turn, which is a really fun flick round of what we've generally seen from Reckless in the past, where you can't quest but you have to challenge. If you're able to. Basically, you pay more ink to put a card under, and you can do that any turn you like, and you get an extra skill when there's a card under. Take Megara, for instance, a 3-cost inkable 3/4 that quests for 1, with boost 1, so you're only paying 1 ink to put the top card of your deck face down under this character, and it's always the top card of your deck, and it's always once during your turn. But Megara, while there's a card under this character, she gains +1 lore when questing, and whenever this character is challenged, each opponent chooses and discards a card. So you can have it as a vanilla 3-cost 3/4, or you can pay an extra 1 and you get that extra skill, which seems kind of fun. Want some more examples? How about Robin Hood, Ephemeral Archer? A 4-cost inkable 2/4 that quests for 2, and it's got boost 1. Whenever this character quests, if there's a card under him, deal 1 damage to up to 2 chosen characters. All of these are, once there's a card under, you get the bonus, but you can put the card under whenever you like. But how about Simba King in the Making? A 7-cost inkable 5/5 that quests for 3, and it's got boost 3. Once during a turn, you can pay 3 ink to put the top card of your deck face down under this character, but whenever you put a card under this character, you may reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a character, you can play it for free and they enter exerted. Yeah, this is an example of a card with boost where it's not just get 1 card under at any time and it's fine. This is an example of a card where the more you use this skill, the more benefit you get. Now it's a 7-cost card and you've got to pay 3 every time you boost, but also you pay 3 and you get to play whatever character's on top of your deck, even if it costs a lot more than 3. I'm just saying. Because it does specifically say you may play that character for free, so you pay 3 for essentially any character in your deck. That, ladies and gentlemen, is absolutely redonkulous. But what see I hear you say? Okay, fine, epic cards are back. What about iconic cards? Yeah, there are. There's 2 of them. We've got Hades and Ariel. Are they as good as the Mickey and Minnie from before? I'll let you decide that. Hades looking for a deal, 5-cost inkable 3/4, and when you play this character, you may choose an opposing character, and if you do, you draw 2 cards, unless that character's player puts that card on the bottom of their deck. So either you get to remove one of your opponent's characters, yay, or you draw 2, also yay. Ariel Ethereal Voice is a 4-cost inkable 3/4, and boost 1. Once during your turn, when you play a song, if there's a card under this character, you may draw a card. I like that they've both got card drawing as part of the mechanic. I'm telling you right now, Ariel being able to essentially draw a card every time you play a song, that is jumping out to me as potentially just a little bit busted. I've got my eye on it. Now, some other cards we might want to have a look at. Daisy Duck, Paranormal Investigator. Yes, there's a ghost theme. It's called Whispers in the Well. It's got whispers and a partly formed glimmers. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. You could have seen this coming. But a 6-cost Inkable 4/6 at Quest for 2. Shift 4, so you can shift onto an existing Daisy Duck. And we got some good uns. And it's got support. And while this character is exerted, cards enter opponent's inkwells exerted. I adore this, ladies and gentlemen, because it means they've got to wait a turn for every ink they put down for as long as Daisy is exerted. I think this could be absolutely brutal against your opponent, and that makes me very, very happy. Which I suppose also makes me a little bit mean, and I'm absolutely cool with that. Now, we knew Gargoyles were coming in the set. While they are, how about Demona, Scourge of the Wyvern Clan? 6-cost Inkable 5/6, Quest for 2. When you play this character, exert all opposing characters. That's phenomenal. Then each player with fewer than 3 cards in their hand draws until they have 3. But it's got the ability Stone by Day, which we're told all the Gargoyles are going to have. So all the Gargoyles have this, and it is a restriction more than an ability. If you have 3 or more cards in your hand, this character can't ready. Oh. That's a downside, ladies and gentlemen. That's a downside. You got to stick to 1 or 2 cards in hand, or you're not going to ready. Which does actually mean that if you play Demona against an opponent playing Gargoyles, then you'll put them to 3 cards in hand, but you'll put them into 3 cards in hand going into their turn when their characters would be readying, and they won't have time to go down to 2 cards in hand, so that their Gargoyles ready. So this is actually a really nice counterplay against opposing Gargoyles, because you can put them to 3 cards in hand going into the turn where they are supposedly going to be readying. That's very, very fun. Kinda love this. Now, in terms of other cards we can have a little bit of a look at here, we've got a new legendary card, the Black Cauldron. A 3-cost uninkable item. And you can exert it and pay 1 to put a character card from your discard under this item face up. And then you've got exert and pay 1. This turn you may play characters from under this item. But it means that you can play as many characters from under there as you like. Do note it doesn't say may play for free, so you do have to pay for them. But essentially you can pile characters under here, only 1 per turn, because the first skill, the Cauldron Call, lets you put a character card under. But after you've been stacking for as long as you like, we've got Rise and Join Me that lets you play as many as you like. And they're essentially coming from your discard. But of course, the longer you wait, the more chance you give your opponent to play item hate and get rid of it, which would obviously be less than ideal. We've got a pair of cards here, the Horned King, Heartless Devil, and the Horned King, Wicked Ruler. Horned King, Heartless Devil, 1-cost Inkable 2/2. It's fine. It's an obvious shift target for the Horned King, Wicked Ruler. 4-cost Inkable 3/4 that Quest for 2. It has shift 2. So yes, you can actually get it out for cheaper. 1 + 2 is 3. That's less than 4. Maths lesson by Wassy. And you've got whenever one of your other characters is banished in a challenge, you may return that card to your hand and then choose and discard a card. But basically, if a character is banished in a challenge, if you want that more than a card you've got in your hand, you can totally have it. And that's kind of brilliant. This one seems kind of fun. We got Hen Wen, Prophetic Pig, and Hen Wen's Visions is a nice pair of cards. Hen Wen is a 2-cost Inkable 1/4, and whenever this character quests, look at the top card of your deck and put it on either the top or bottom of your deck. You don't gain card advantage, but you do get knowledge of what's coming, and if it's not what you want, you can roll the dice that the next card is better. If that's not enough, Hen Wen's Visions. Yeah, I love that this card art kind of works together. It's wonderful. Look at the top 4 cards of your deck and put one on the top of your deck and the rest on the bottom in any order. Stack the top of your deck with the best card from the top 4. That sounds like a bit of a win to me. But don't worry, because we've also got a bunch of promos. So, for Whispers in the Well, Scar Eerily Prepared is your buy a box promo, and Elsa Exploring the Unknown is your in-store promo. Now, Scar is a 5-cost uninkable 6/5 quest for 2, with boost 2, it's a Whisper, and whenever you put a card under this character, chosen opposing character gets -5 strength for the turn. Very important here, but this is a whenever you put a card under this character, so this is another one like we saw from Simba earlier that you can use again and again. Elsa Exploring the Unknown is a 3-cost inkable 1/3, and when you play, you draw a card. Yes, Amethyst have done this a lot in the past. It's just another Amethyst card that replaces itself in hand when you play it. That sounds absolutely fine by me. In terms of weekly play promos, we've got Zeus Missing His Spark and the Great Illuminary. And this is really interesting, of course, because most of the locations that we see come from Disney properties, movies and the such. Whereas here, well, this is actually a Disney Lorcana location. But what we got here, you pay 1 to move, it's got 3 willpower, and every character here gains Exert, Draw a Card. If you're looking for draw power, this is nuts. +1 passive lore per turn is not too shabby. Zeus Missing His Spark, 3-cost inkable 2/3 quest for 2, and you got boost 2, and while there's a character under, you get +2 strength and +2 willpower. So this is another one where you throw 1 card under there, you're going to be fine. Your seasonal promo card is going to be Jasmine Soothing Princess. This means this is the one where you go to events, and events that have a promo, this is going to be the one. Boost 2, 4-cost inkable 2/5, quest for 2, and it's got boost 2, whenever this character quests, if there's a card under her, remove up to 3 damage from each of your characters. Yes, it's essentially a 6-cost, but that's really, really strong healing, the likes of which we generally don't see. And what have we got from our set championship promos? Yeah, it's that Daisy Duck I showed you earlier. Oh my word, it's amazing. Absolutely phenomenal. We love this. Huge fan. Yes. Obviously, there is a foil version for the set champion and a non-foil for top 8 like normal. Now, we were also given a bunch of information about Winterspeel, flurries of fun, we're told. And we weren't shown many cards, but we were shown a few, like our first Darkwing Duck cards. Darkwing Duck, Dashing Gadgeteer, 4-cost uninkable 3/5, and whenever you quest, you may put an item card from your discard pile to the bottom of your deck, and if you do, play an item with a cost of 5 or less from your discard for free. Playing a 5-cost item for free when you quest is crazy good, but you do need to have 2 items in your discard, 1 to put to the bottom of your deck and another to play for free. But if you can play a deck where you get enough items in your discard early enough, the potential here is absolutely nuts. Launchpad Trusty Sidekick is a 2-cost uninkable 2/3, and you exert it to draw a card, and then you choose and discard a card, unless you've got Darkwing Duck in play. If you do have Darkwing Duck in play, you're just drawing a card, and that's kind of awesome. The other ones we were shown were Angel and Stitch. Come on, we knew this was coming. I've shown you the packaging already. Angel is a 2-cost inkable 2/2, and if it's your first turn, and you're not the first player, it's a 1-cost. It also has Singer free. So the idea that, I'm going second, that's really annoying, hang on, I can get a Singer free and play turn 1, that, not too shabby. Stitch is a 5-cost inkable 4/5, quest for 2, and the fact that it's called Carefree Snowboarder makes me genuinely happy. And whenever you quest, if you got 2 or more other characters in play, 3 in total, you may draw a card. Oh, nice. I kind of like that. I like draw power. Draw power makes me happy. We were then shown Wild Unknown, this great artwork featuring Woody and Buzz. We knew that Toy Story was coming. We now have confirmation it's Q2 2026. I wish I could tell you more. I can't. I'm sorry. Oh, but in Q3 2026, Turning Red! That's right! Our Q3 set is featuring Turning Red, one of the best Pixar films from recent years, and this makes me very happy indeed. Honestly, a lot of this makes me very happy, but I have run out of news to share with you, so now it's over to you guys. Tell me what you think about all of this in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at @TheWasi. That's where we talk about Lorcana and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCGradio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wasi Plays.